My God. Oh, hello. Hello. Oof, oof, oof. It's happening. I've been meaning to do this for a really, really long time. And now I'm going to see how to share this. Bring in the dragons. We're bringing the dragons. So this is my first ever YouTube live. And I showed up. And I'm showing up authentically as a beautiful mess. A beautiful mess. Let's see, how can I share this? I don't know if anyone's going to watch tonight, but that's okay. That's okay because this is the first one. And I wanted to get the ball rolling and set it up. Join me for some authenticity, some authentic conversation. Yes. 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 I don't have that yet, but that's okay. Bippity boppity boo. How are you? Okay, let's go back to that. Okay, hello. I don't even know if I can tell that anyone's here. La di da di da do do di da do 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 do. You know what? I got this from my friend Jessica. It's Kuan Yin. Let's see what we got. Who wants to come in? Well, I'll tell you. Okay, so here's the thing. Who am I? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl whose intentions are good. Oh, but I'm just misunderstood. I don't know if I got that song right, but oh, baby. Let's see. So I'm Dina. My name is Dina Fortune. Some people know me as Dragon Dina. Some people know me as Soli Dina. Some people know me as that girl, that dragon girl, dragon queen. I'm alive. I am live on YouTube. Come join me. Okay. For some channeled art. My first YouTube live. La 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 la. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we are. Okay, we're doing this. So here's the thing. First of all, I like to talk. I want to tell you a little bit about my story tonight. Okay, how did this come to be? Why am I here? And we'll get that rolling. And in the meantime, I'm going to make a note card at some point. But first I'm going to share a little bit about me. And you know what? If you have some paper and pen and you want to just start doing some doodling while I'm talking, some of my doodles wind up looking like this. So I did not come up with a structure for tonight. I made a decision that I was going to show up live, and I made a decision about the topic. So here's the thing. I was born a long, long time ago. And I was born without a functioning thyroid gland. I was born a month late, and I had the miracle. Was a miracle baby, basically. And the prognosis soon after I was born was, we don't know if Dina's going to function. We don't know how Dina's going to be able to function in the world. And basically, had they not diagnosed me with thyroid disorder when I was 3 months old, I would have to been institutionalized, and I wouldn't have lived past 15 years old. However, God, universe, had another plan for me. So this doctor was in my life that happened to be my pediatrician, that happened to have gone to a seminar on thyroid disease and was able to see the markers on me. And 3 months after I was born, immediately after born, I broke my collarbone being born. And I spent quite a few months of my life in a cast. and so if you didn't know this, the thyroid gland controls a lot in your brain, really affects your brain. So I had no thyroid function for the first 3 months of my life. Anyway, so I was one of the original neurospices. If you can drop me heart, hello. We didn't even have that word when I was born. But the bottom line is that I found myself in my room as I was getting older, painting, drawing, making jewelry, finding ways to express myself. And over time, and I want to give different versions of my story, different pieces of my story over time, and I'll be channeling. So basically, I started painting when I was in high school. I experienced a lot of bullying. I found a refuge in the art class in high school. My parents sent me to a private school, and there I had Mrs. Garris. And by the way, Mrs. Garris in spirit has come to me since she's passed away. But basically, art became my solace. Art became the place where I found healing, and I found a way to express myself and to feel at home. And so my life became about art since high school, painting, dancing. Writing was not my thing. Writing was very challenging for me. Anyway, so not gonna make this super long tonight, but I'm gonna start doing some art demos and share about my kind of artwork. So basically, I'm gonna do a little fast forward. A lot of life lived, New York City, trying to do the art thing, trying to find a way to make a living, being an artist, dot 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 dot, trying to do the artist thing. Met my husband, and I'll get into those chapters. Met my husband. We eventually moved up to Saratoga Springs. Got into network marketing. Got into the health and fitness thing. And then what happened? So we were trying to do the health and fitness, health and wellness, got really into that. I'm going to be a network marketer. I'm going to be a network marketer and make lots of money helping people. And then I'll be able to quit my job, and then I'll be able to do my art. So, no, not the plan. But the plan was, what happened was I went to a training with Jeffrey Combs. And Jeffrey Combs, we went to one of Jeffrey Combs's in-person sessions, and I decided to sign up for his weekend. And I think it was Sacramento when I went there. And that was the beginning of me becoming aware of quantum consciousness, chakras, vibration, all the things like energy and how our energy affects other people and how we can speak with our energy and how our energy says more than our words. Anyway, so da ba da ba da ba da. I come home after that weekend, and I was like really not in a great place in my life at this time. I was still experiencing some anguish, some anger, some difficulty. However, I also knew that I was a connector. So, anyway, so listen, what happened? I love to connect with people. I love to connect with people. I love to be of service. I love feeling like I'm of service to someone, like somehow, like through my stories, through my sharing, through my art. I love to feel like I have brought value to someone else. Okay. So somewhere in there, so I come home, I have another call with Jeffrey Combs, and he was like, Dina, what brings you joy? What brings you joy? And I'm like, art, painting. Now, mind you, I'd stopped for like 10 years, okay? And I'd stopped for about 10 years. I had made my last painting, and I'll show it to you. Um, I made my last painting. It was like this orange painting, this orange face. And I later came to find out that that was a painting of my higher self. Anyhow, da, 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 da. So I just want to get to a point where, so here I am. I'm realizing that I want to reconnect with painting, but I all of a sudden have this new intention of healing, of wanting to bring healing energy into the art and wanting to heal, experience some healing for myself with art. Now, mind you, I didn't even know about art therapy. Okay. So there I was doing a lot of journaling, and then I started painting, and I started painting butterflies, transformation. And once I sent this intention about creating art that would bring healing for myself and then others, it's like, oh, it was like a timeline shift happened. It was like something really shifted. And my life started to change. And then soon after that, I learned about human design and gene keys, and we'll get into that. So, what I want to do with this YouTube channel is I want to share channeling. I want to bring messages talking about authenticity. I want to share art and do some art demos and how I bring channel art and share that with you and share different ways that you can work with the art and healing and talk about that and bring different like tools and different people to interview and talk and make this interactive. I'm going to channel my dragons, um, talk about that. Papaina mokurania. And so, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you one of my dragons. I'm going to share with you guys one of my dragon paintings. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, so here's the thing. It's one of my dragon eyes. Oh, this is an oil painting. And this is the Violet Flame Dragon. And I'm just going to tune in and see what this dragon wants to share with you. But first, I want to do some energy clearing. So, is that what? Okay. So, this violet flame wants to bring some energy clearing. Okay. And grounding. So, we're going to do some energy clearing and then grounding. Okay. So, here we are. I'm going to have you focus on the dragon. Mm. Sundari Nurayanare Sundayanari Yadorani Heshanayano Yani. I forgot to tell you that I was going to be singing in light language. Okay. I'm going to give you a little bit more of that and then we'll talk about this. Okay. Sam Yahweh Shine Yahweh Sanria Nania La Yanaya Noya Sayanaya Noya Naya Korea Sayana Katia Sakuya Nayiga Hishriana Katia Naya. Okay, so here's the thing. Oh, so in this journey, okay, listen, I have 3 hours of sleep last night, okay? And I forgot that I was going to be doing this tonight. So I did like, oh, let's get our beauty rest so we can be fresh and springy on the first live video ever, first YouTube live ever of this. I plan to go live every Monday night at 6 p.m. Not 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. And just come and hang out with me and have some questions. We'll bring our authentic expression. We will talk about authenticity. We'll talk about creative expression and how we can bring our authentic voice through art. We will talk about light language. I'll bring you some light language, soul language, and we'll talk about what is that. I'll share some, channeling of the dragons via light language and messages and whatever else wants to come through that I feel guided, inspired to share. I will be channeling my higher self dragons. And so I want to keep it kind of short tonight. I am going to end it here tonight. May you come back and maybe you can ask a question. Come and ask a question. And I'm really looking forward to hearing your questions. Let me know if you have any comments, if you relate to anything I say. The thing is that my whole journey has been about expression, has been about, art has been a way for me to really truly express myself. And then what happened was after I had these intentions come through of healing, I started getting invited to all these light language events. Okay. And so I also went to the first ever Mind Body Spirit event, and I realized I said I was going to end this already. And there at that Mind Body Spirit event, I learned about Gene Keys and human design. And that was the day that I found out that I'm a manifesting generator and that I'm multi-passionate. And as a manifesting generator, I can do multiple things. And it's not about having ADD. While I embrace my ADD because I feel like it is a gift, it can make it challenging sometimes for me to stay focused, but I'm able to hold a lot of different energy and do a lot of projects. So in my journey learning about human design and gene keys, I started to learn about myself and I started to channel all these higher self paintings. And I started to learn, like, come upon dragons and fairies. And I found out that I'm a channel. Like, before 2018, I think it was, I didn't even know the word channeling. Okay. I didn't even know the word channel. And we'll get into these stories later. So I guess what we'll do is I'm going to end the live tonight. There's so many stories for me to share with you about my journey, about how I came to be who I am and who I'm becoming, and share some of the art with you, share some of the channeling, share some, bring on some special guests. And listen, if my ums bother you, I'm just going to be showing up as me and expressing myself the best I can for the highest good and bring through some messages, some stories. Oh, maybe I'll even bring on Dragon George, and my puppet. And yeah, so I'm going to call it a night. And before I do, I'm going to share a little bit more from the Dragon Baby, the Violet Flame. Sa ukura maisha na we sa yi. Ukura kayana koti sayana kayana asayana kati shiana kati. Letting go of perfection, letting go of the need to know everything and to understand everything, and allow yourself to be loving expression of yourself, giving yourself grace. Elakuria kati, nakaria. So letting go of any unrealistic expectations, showing up as you for you. That is the best gift you can give yourself. And with that tonight, I'm going to call it a night. So thank you very much. I definitely would love to hear from you. Okay, bye-bye.